In today's video, I am going to be showing you different deadly defensive strategies that you can run with your team. I'm doing this video because I want to obviously promote my book, the Deadly Defensive Strategies book, that is down in the description below, which is a whole bunch of different defensive strategies that I've used that are super deadly, especially at the younger age groups of like U12 to U15. These are insanely deadly and will catch a lot of teams off guard. So definitely go check out that book if you're a basketball coach. Now let's get down and let's check out these different strategies that you can run. None of these strategies are in the book. They're not as deadly as what's in the book, but still very deadly on their own. Okay, so the blue team is the defense, red team is the offense. And one of the most widely used press breaks that teams will use is just a simple cross. And at this point, they're going to inbound that ball. Now, in this strategy, I am not going to be pressuring the defense above this free throw line. This is a very important tip because if you pressure too far up, the down court, especially if you are on a FIBA or NBA or just a full-sized high school court, that is going to be wide open. So you don't want to overly press. So what we're going to do is we're going to have player one. He is going to then shadow over to this side, and then most likely they're going to pass the ball back up middle. We're going to then cut off his path. These guys really haven't done much movement yet. They're just maybe 2, 3, 4 feet on the offensive side of half. Player 3 has to be the one going back and forth, making sure that he is in line with wherever this ball is. Ball going back up middle. And most likely what we're going to see is either a pass back to this side or a pass out to this side. If that happens, once the ball is past that free throw line extended, that is when player one is going to go on the attack. When this happens, a lot of things have to be able to happen. Player 5's job is to cut off any passes going to middle. We do not want the ball to go up middle in this section. Nothing goes here. Player 1 is going to get on ball and player 2 is going to be pressuring the ball. We need player 3 to get as fast as he can. He needs to sprint to whoever is in this area. If there's nobody there, then he can jog over. But he needs to sprint. When this happens, player 4 needs to be back, but only in line and maybe a little bit further back than the furthest person. So if he leaks out, player 4 has to go with him. At this time, if they reverse the ball, we do not want player 5 to pressure up. He is there, still in his spot, hands up, trying to cut off any passes or drives down middle. Player 1 is going to try and push down middle, but player 1 blue is going to try and recover as fast as possible. When this happens, if this happens, we need to then slightly fall back, and they've essentially beat it if they can pass the ball fast enough. However, if we go back to where this was, this early trap, and we really want to trap early, if this pass goes to middle and player 5 has the ability to cut this off, 100% go for it. If he is fast, and this only works if it's a tall, fast center, then this is going to be absolutely deadly because that's a layup. Also, by player 3 sprinting from the back over to this side, if the pass goes here, player 3 needs to be able to run through that player or just around that player, not necessarily making contact. We don't want to make contact, that's a foul. But if player 3 gets that steal, we can now start looking down court for some open layup opportunities, or we can set up our offense. So everything is predicated around that early trap and hoping that that early trap makes a mistake and we can get that pass interception. Now this is a full court 1-2-2 where it's kind of going to go into a 3-2 trap, but they're going to try and do their same split or something. There's going to be a player here somehow. There's going to be a player there somehow. They're going to pass to one of those two players. That's essentially what always happens. Player 1's going to get that ball back. He's going to cut off the middle. This is going to be a pass over to one of these two sides. And let's say he makes the pass to this side this time. We want to play not aggressive, but almost perfectly conservative. So now player 1 starts moving over, but we're still just cutting off the middle. We don't want anything up the middle. Now, as soon as player 2 starts getting close to half, we want to trap him just on this side of half right here. When that starts happening, or he starts drawing into the bait, as soon as he gets close, trap, sprint, fast as possible, sprint. 2, 4, 5, they split up into their zones. 2 has here, 4 has here, 5 has here. Any passes into their zones has to be intercepted. And if there is an interception, we're all set. We go down the other end and score. If there is no interception, at that point we have to set up in our man or our zone, whatever we are running. But the whole main idea is to give a false sense of security up the sideline and then sprint to trap along that corner or this corner up top. So make sure to go check out my deadly defensive strategies. That is down in the description below. They are absolutely deadly. There's multiple versions of man-to-man that you can run, as well as zones that you can run as well. So definitely go check it out. I hope that this video has helped you. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in my next video.